Alright, choose one key to unlock all powers and items. Oh god, this is the most one-sided question I have ever seen. The gold key is automatically disqualified for the Helmet of Fate. Like you're not even in control of your own body, you're just a passenger. Bro, in Young Justice, Nabu only lets Zatanna see her father once a year for only an hour. I'm not with that. You might as well toss the Infinity Gauntlet too. Hulk could barely handle the power. Tony died using it. What chance do I have? But guess what? The Omnitrix can be used by a 10-year-old. And I could possibly be Alien X. And you mix that with Doom's IQ, who is easily top 10 smartest characters in Marvel.
Doom is a polymath who has such a high level intellect that he quickly masters whatever field of science or discipline he pursues.
Mix that with a power ring where the only limitations is my imagination and my willpower. Like Rick's portal gun is just the icing on the cake. Everything with the green key just complements each other more. Green key, easy. One of my favorite parts from Spider-Man Across the Spider-Verse was the conversation between Miles and Gwen while they were upside down. During the conversation, Gwen hits Miles with the line,
"In every other universe, Gwen Stacy falls for Spider-Man."
You can then see Miles trying to hold Gwen's hand. Gwen notices that too, and then she goes on to say, "And in every other universe, it never ends well." Miles quickly retreats his hand, but look at Gwen's face. To me, it felt like in that moment Gwen was trying to test Miles. It's clear that they both had feelings for each other. Gwen wanted to see if Miles was willing to still pursue her despite the odds. Then Miles responds by saying,
"Well, it's the first time for everything, right?"
And after his words of confidence, that's when she cuddles up next to him. This is probably the most vulnerable Gwen's been since losing Peter. In that moment, she probably thought falling for this Spider-Man would be worth the risk. I can't wait to see more of their relationship in the next movie. Alright, whose death was the most important for character growth? Now, before I said Ace's death was the most avoidable, and I still stand on that, but I can't deny that his death was the most impactful one here. Ace's death marks the end of the first part of One Piece. His death was also the final straw for Luffy that he was outclassed and outgunned by a lot of people. He learned that determination and luck just wasn't enough anymore. Luffy stopped his journey for 2 years so he and his crew can get stronger. Without Ace's death, that doesn't happen. So there's a good chance we might not have gotten Gear 4 or Gear 5. So yeah, Ace's death was the most important here. Alright, so with a $20 budget, build a Black Air Force Energy team. First up, Madara Uchiha. My mans took one step and had everybody shook. Madara versus the Shinobi Alliance lived written free in my head every single day. And let's not forget what he did to the 5 Kage, who were considered the strongest in the verse at the time. The disrespect was unreal. Next we got Eren, who broke Anime Rule 101. He did not allow his enemy to power up, and if it was any other Titan, it would have been
game over, man. Game over.
He's been an absolute menace for all of the final season. Next, we got the demon of mine and Dick Grayson's childhood, Slade. This man bullied the Titans on a semi-regular basis, whether it was emotional or physical. This man was beating Robin so bad he started hallucinating the ass whoopings. Had that man begging for his life. And the cherry on my Black Air Force Sunday, Roberta from Black Lagoon. And I don't even have to explain why. Roll the clip. Yeah, she's definitely part of my team. Pick one ability to make life easier. Now, all of these powers are amazing, but I think the first one that has to go would probably be creation. As cool as creation is, if I don't have a deep understanding of the atomic composition of what I want to create, I won't be able to make it. On top of having the necessary lipids to create what I want, this power just requires too much to use. Now, the next one to go is room. Like, you basically have your own pocket dimension and do whatever you want. As much as I would love to have this power, I just think the other two would be more useful for me in my everyday life. Instant transmission will be so useful to have. Like, I wouldn't even need a car. The only downside is that I have to be able to concentrate to use instant transmission. So in the end, I have to go with shadow clones. First off, I can make a small or large army of myself, which is cool by itself. The main reason why I'm choosing shadow clones is because whatever the clone learns or knows, once that clone disappears, I instantly know it. Like, I could literally learn everything in the span of a couple of months. Yeah, shadow clones got it for me. Alright, so erase one character from each row. First row, right out the bat, Danzo. Everyone hates Danzo. Mans was the definition of underhanded. He instigated the Uchiha massacre. He attempted to assassinate Lord Third probably more than once. I remember how heated I was when I saw that he was trying to overthrow Tsunade during the pain arc instead of helping. Next row, as much as I want to choose Sakazuki for what he did to Ace, there's just something so personal about doing something horrible to your own daughter. Tucker's gotta go. This man turned his daughter and her dog into an abomination just so he can keep his job. The worst part was that he bragged to Ed when they found out what he did. He literally bragged about it. Tucker got exactly what was coming to him. The last row isn't even up to debate. Mine from Shield Hero. This two-faced thing not only falsely accused Naofumi of assault, but she went out of her way to make this man's life a living hell for absolutely no reason. I've never hated an anime character so much in my life before. Watching mine get hers at the end is one of the most satisfying moments you will ever see. Alright, from episode 1 until now, we have seen so many insane things from One Piece, but after all this time, there's still one thing that not only still gives me the creeps, but I wish we got to know more about it.
What is that? What the fuck is that?
Like literally, what the fuck is that? It's been years and I'm still curious about this monster. Like, is it 3 monsters? Is it one giant one? How big is it actually? Like, look how it is compared to Thriller Bark. It makes Thriller Bark look like Plankton from SpongeBob. Like, I get it. Oda did this to show no matter how much we explore this world, there's going to be things that we just know nothing about. But man, do I wish we got to see what this thing truly looks like. It has to be the biggest creature in the show, right? But sadly, this thing will forever be a mystery. So I finally finished the live action One Piece show and I got some thoughts on it. Now, I was one of many people who was very skeptical of the show. I was hopeful, but we never really had any good anime adaptations.
Am I ugly?
Like, I wanted it to be good, but there was that chance that it could have been hot garbage. But I'm here to tell you that this show blew away any expectation that I could have had. This show was so fun from episode 1 all the way to the end. The cast was amazing. Each one of them embodied the character that they were playing and also adding their own little sauce to it too. You really felt that Straw Hat chemistry with this cast. It was amazing. Now let's talk about Mihawk because he was the show stealer in this. Bro, I was so hyped every time he was on screen. I hope we see the actor Stephen Ward more because he was incredible as Mihawk.
Why are you after me?
You woke me from my nap.
I hope this show gets a season 2. Hell, the way they ended it, they're hoping they get a season 2. This show is just fun for anyone. Let's hope this is the catalyst for good anime adaptation. I just want to thank God for allowing me to be here to witness this Mortal Kombat trailer, and please God let me be here when this game comes out. Like, I can't believe it. Like, I thought the leaks were fake. Like, I thought it was bullshit, but no, they're real. Oh my God. Like, it was already a win with Takeda, Ermac, and Quan Chi, but we got an Omni-Man, fucking Peacemaker, and Homelander. What? Whoever at NetherRealm came up with this pack, just know I humbly bend the knee to you. Like, this is the only DLC they need. And in the new gameplay trailer, I love that they're turning Melina and Baraka into more sympathetic characters. And the Tanya and Lee May gameplay, man, listen, I think I might have found my new mains. The more I see of this game, the more excited I get. Who knew Christmas was on September 19th? This game is gonna consume my life. Alright, so out of these 6 moments, which one will break the internet? There's no doubt in my mind that these moments will break the internet, but only one of them was a legit plot twist. The Lucius reveal was one of the biggest plot twists not only in shonen, but in anime in general. A plot twist that was done so well and was so shocking that not even the biggest Black Clover hater could say anything negative about it. I've never been bamboozled that hard before. Like, we knew some shit was about to go down when we found out there was a 4th Zagrata sibling, but as soon as time magic was brought up, we all made the same face that Julius made when we got hit with that realization. The main villain has been up under our noses this whole time and no one knew. And that reveal was so cold. The other moments will be hype, but this is the one moment I'll leave you shook. The anime will come back one day, and this is the moment I'm looking forward to the most. This shit changed the game. Alright, which death was the most avoidable? This is an easy one because it's Ace. Your entire crew, plus your little brother, fought a whole war to bring you back. They succeed just for you to turn back because someone was talking shit? You were home free. If it was me, I would have gave Akainu the bird and kept it moving. Don't get me wrong, I love Ace. Ace is actually my favorite character, but this was the prequel to Star-Lord's dumb fuckery in Infinity War.
You idiot! You're honestly an idiot. You're an imbecile.
Like, my guy lived to fight another day. If you still wanted to fight that man, you could have planned that at another date. Ace's death was completely avoidable and Marineford could have had a much happier ending.